Hi, Divine Souls. I'm truly grateful you're here with me in Oriah Divine's Sanctuary, a space dedicated to healing, awareness, and spiritual alignment. If this video has appeared in your life today, trust that there may be a message here meant specifically for you. If the words shared here resonate with your spirit, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe so we can continue building a community centered around truth, healing, and higher consciousness. Earlier today, during meditation, I allowed myself to slow down, to breathe, and to simply be present. And in that quiet space, I began to tune into the energetic frequency of the collective, sensing what many people may be navigating on their spiritual journeys right now. And from that awareness, this message emerged. How do you keep believing in yourself when it feels like nobody else does? When people doubt your vision, question your decisions, minimize your goals, or silently expect you to fail? That's a difficult place to be emotionally because human beings naturally want support, encouragement, and validation from the people around them. We want others to understand what we see for ourselves. But sometimes growth begins in isolation. Sometimes the vision reaches you before it becomes visible to everyone else, and that gap can feel incredibly lonely. One reason this happens is because most people evaluate possibility based on current evidence. They look at your present circumstances and assume that's the limit of your future. If they can't immediately see the outcome, they may struggle to believe in the process. But personal growth rarely works that way. Transformation is often invisible at first. The discipline, the healing, the learning, the mindset shifts, the late nights, the emotional resilience being built behind the scenes. Most of that happens long before external results appear. And if you rely entirely on outside validation during that stage, it becomes very easy to lose confidence. This is why self belief matters so much, not because you'll always feel confident, but because belief helps you continue acting even when certainty is missing. Self belief is not pretending you have no fear, it's choosing not to let fear make all your decisions. It's continuing to learn, build, and improve despite doubt. And importantly, self belief is not arrogance. Arrogance says, I'm better than everyone. Healthy self belief says, I trust myself enough to keep trying. That distinction matters. Now, one of the biggest threats to self belief is constant exposure to discouragement. Sometimes the people around you project their own fears onto your goals, not always intentionally. If they gave up on themselves, your persistence may make them uncomfortable. If they fear failure, your ambition may seem unrealistic to them. If they've normalized limitation, your growth may feel unfamiliar. That doesn't mean they're evil, but it does mean you have to protect your mindset carefully. Pay attention to what consistently enters your mind, what conversations are shaping your thinking, what environments are reinforcing doubt, what content are you consuming daily? Your confidence is influenced by repetition, and if all you hear is negativity, hesitation, and criticism, it becomes harder to sustain momentum. This is why encouragement matters, even self encouragement. Speak to yourself with respect, acknowledge progress even when it's small, celebrate consistency, not just outcomes, and stop expecting everyone to understand your journey before it unfolds. Many people only recognize growth after results become undeniable, but by then you've already carried the hardest part privately. So if you're in a season where support feels limited, remember this. You do not need universal approval to move forward. You do not need everyone to see the vision before you begin building it. And you do not need immediate validation for your effort to matter. Keep developing yourself quietly if necessary. Keep learning, keep healing, keep building discipline, keep moving. Because sometimes the first person who must believe in your future is you. And that belief can carry you further than other people's temporary approval ever will. Divine souls, thank you for stepping into Oriah Divine's sanctuary. This space exists to support your healing, elevate your awareness, and guide you through the sacred process of personal transformation. Here, you are safe to grow spiritually, emotionally, and authentically, and it is truly an honor to share this journey with you. Always remember, awareness begins the healing, but your transformation begins the moment you choose to honor your voice. Until we meet again, continue walking in truth, protecting your peace, and letting your divine light shine.